when you have one of the biggest voices of the culture, does influence come with responsibility?
At least according to Complex, Akademiks and Charlamagne God are two of the most powerful people in urban media, dare I say in all of media, because hip-hop media is at the forefront of everything, right? It's nothing more powerful than the culture. Academics and Charlamagne God, they need to sit their motherfucking down somewhere, because this is exactly what the white man, what the system wants to see happen. Two titans, whether you like them or don't like them, they are two titans in the media space going at it, exposing all the dirty lines. You got Jay-Z throwing the goddamn.
I know a lot of people probably looking at this whole situation as if it's Charlamagne versus Akademiks, but Dawgface is looking at this situation as like it's two titans, two powerhouses that's black from the community that Complex has labeled top 10, top 5. Both of these two guys taking shots at each other when there's stuff in the community that's barely being mentioned. Now, don't get me wrong. These two individuals do not have to use their platform to speak on anything, but it's ironic that both of these guys actually profit from the communities. And when they go silent, that leaves the bigger question. And that leaves for people to start digging into people's backgrounds of things of that nature and start questioning, are these people really blackballing people out here when you putting on the face in front of the people?
Both of them rotten. You know what I mean? It's a new day now. It's time for new niggas like Dawgface to take over. Harlem Legend to take over. We need a new sheriff in town. The niggas need to be thrown in the garbage.
Charlamagne has deceived the public. When you a voice like Charlamagne running throughout the tri-state area, 105.1, big radio station, a lot of people are tuned in. We don't expect you to choose sides, right? So we see you up there blasting different people on different days and different times. We see you killing everybody. But when it comes to Jay-Z, Rock Nation, you kind of fall back, right? And we want our radio people to be unbiased.
See, now this is where the conversation changes at, because Dawgface is speaking on the influence that's being used, and you got Harlem Legend and Hassan Campbell speaking on the influences itself and how are they benefiting from it. But man, we about to tap into this content though, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, hype, and subscribe. We at 6K subs, trying to get to 10K, man. We got my guy Hassan Campbell, Dawgface, and Harlem Legend TV, man. So make sure y'all go tap in, but let's get into it though.
Now, I'm aggravated with two people, extremely aggravated. One person I know, I've dealt with Akademiks, right? I don't know Charlamagne, but what I do know is, at least according to Complex, and I want to ask you guys about the Complex bullshit list too, right? At least according to Complex, Akademiks and Charlamagne God are two of the most powerful people in urban media, dare I say in all of media, because hip-hop media is at the forefront of everything, right? It's nothing more powerful than the culture. Akademiks and Charlamagne God, they need to sit their motherfucking ass down somewhere, because this is exactly what the white man, what the system wants to see happen. Two titans, whether you like them or don't like them, they are two titans in the media space going at it, exposing all the dirty lines. You got Jay-Z throwing the goddamn mix. You get all these different. What the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Charlamagne has deceived the public. He has deceived the people.
You said deceived?
Deceived. Yes, because period. When you a voice like Charlamagne running throughout the tri-state area, 105.1, big radio station, a lot of people are tuned in. We don't expect you to choose sides, right? So we see you up there blasting different people on different days and different times. We see you killing everybody. But when it comes to Jay-Z, Rock Nation, you kind of fall back, right? And we want our radio people to be unbiased. We want our radio people to be upfront with us as we go on to work in the morning. We listening to, we confiding in these people to, you know what I mean? That's just what a radio personality becomes in New York City. And to come to find out, Charlamagne is actually in the bed with Rock Nation, Jay-Z, as far as this casino and things of that nature being built, is disgusting. I'm gonna be real. He's one of those guys. Now he got his money already. It's too late. We made him famous. He got his money. There's no way you can go back on this. I don't know what Charlamagne, because I know he got something scheduled recently to sit with Akademiks now, because he know his ass. Yo, what's up, Big Dice Chronicles? What's Gucci? Make sure you subscribe to my dog channel. Oh yeah, yo, Poncho, what's popping? So my people coming in, because damn, I should have been hit that shit. You know, I should have said that shit. I didn't know. I just hit it right now. But my people coming to El Punch. Who's popping? Shout out to the whole LA. You heard? I'm being real. Oh, no, the whole Oakland. Excuse me, the whole Oakland. I'm going to be real. Charlamagne is some of the dustiest, dirtiest people in this game, bro. It's like payola. It's like payola, nigga. When you want your artists, because I know you manage artists and things of that nature. When you want artists to get on the radio and they get snubbed because this guy don't like them because it's a big, and you don't even know the radio personality is attached to these people, what does that do to you? That's the opportunities we're talking about here, man, when it comes to Charlamagne. There's a lot that can come out of this when you actually go back now and start looking at the F shit that Rock Nation has dished out. All right, so for instance, what Charlamagne said about Tory Lanez, do we take that to heart now? Or we know that you're a goddamn puppet for Rock Nation? Which one is it?
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
See, now y'all hear what my guy Harlem Legend is speaking on. He's speaking on it from a hip-hop culture standpoint in the music business industry. Well, I think Dawgface target is just a little bit different than that. That's why I say when I was coming on here anyway, they all taking shots from different angles. And you know Hassan Campbell gonna have his own angle. But Dawgface is basically saying, bro, we need these guys not to be going at each other and you know what I'm saying, basically exposing each other and focus on the matters at hand. Like I say earlier though, does those guys actually got to do that with their influences? Should they? I don't know, but let's keep it going.
So it gets nasty. It's a tricky game.
So I agree with everything you're saying, right? Mm-hmm. And I do think that once you get exposed, like what's happening now, we do have to take a look at everything you've done in the past with a grain of salt. We do have to go back and re-examine the stances that you've taken on issues of matters of great importance. It's just like in the court of law. If a judge gets outed as being a dirty judge, or if a prosecutor gets outed as being a dirty player that led to people getting convicted, right? It's not just the case, that particular case that get exposed at. We have to go look at your entire history and ask ourselves, what the fuck is really happening here?
You're now tainted. There's no way he can come back from this and say, I'm not a part of Rock Nation. We see it. So that looks bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And especially to run a trust.
Not to mention those two guys, Harlem Legend and Hassan Campbell. So they heavy New Yorkers. So all their conversation gonna be about New York. So they heavy about this right here with Charlamagne.
The area with your radio show, you got some people that's just tuned into you because you. And when you don't announce that I signed with Rock Nation or that's some people that I'm associated with, it can get bad, bro. Mm-hmm. That's picking and choosing. So that's a nasty look all the way around the board. I gotta be real. I gotta be real. That you can't have that big of a voice doing shit like that. Haas, what up, Haas? Haas, what you doing, Haas?
Oh, he tapped in. So, yeah. So, can you hear us, Haas? Can you hear us?
I can hear now. It just came in.
All right, go ahead. Do your thing. Yeah, we was talking about Charlamagne and Akademiks exposing Charlamagne for being actual Rock Nation puppet. Allegedly, a Rock Nation puppet. Go ahead.
All right, so listen, I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to Charlamagne, like the nigga name is mud to me. You know, I'm serious about I don't like rapists. Mm-hmm. And when I sat back and I heard that nigga bragging on the radio about what he did to that girl, and it found out she was actually a real victim, and when that girl reached out to me and I actually dealt with that girl and her mother and seeing that the case was real and that what he did, I can't even see past that. So anything that nigga do, he's no good to me. On top of the fact that Charlamagne sued me and almost not.
Did he pay for that? I just gotta ask. I don't know. Did he actually?
What happened was, well, listen. What happened? He copped out to a lesser charge because the mother, you know, whatever happened with the mother filing 4 charges. What he did, she didn't pursue it as hard as she would because she didn't want her child to take the stand. So what he did was he copped out to a lesser charge. That's why Star called him lesser charge ass nigga, because he copped out to a lesser charge. But nevertheless, the police reports was there. He came, he picked the young girl up from her house. He was the older brother, acted like he was playing the role of the older brother, took her to the party, got her and her friend pissy drunk, allegedly spiked their drinks and had them throwing up all over the place, and at the same time, had everybody in the house humping on him. And he told a story on the radio of how he was giving girls stuff in their drinks and stuff like that to turn them on to having sex. And he also told a story about him raping that girl on the radio. He told the story bragging about it. And I don't even understand how they let him stay on the radio after everybody heard the story.
Well, now we're finding out. Rock Nation, as we're finding out. Rock Nation.
See, now, like I told y'all, man, all these guys got different arguments for this situation with Charlamagne and Akademiks. See, you got people that's gonna come from the hip hop standpoint, you got people that's gonna come from the personal standpoint, and you got people that's gonna come from the standpoint of just standing up for the community. It's all on how people perceive this information. I'm not saying anything is true and I'm not saying anything is false, but let's keep it going. Y'all hit that like button if y'all gaining information from this right here, man.
He has the machine behind him. Philosopher, what up? Salute.
Yeah, so I don't know. I hit the buttons to bring my stream in. I don't know if they're in here.
They're in here. They're on. Yeah. You on?
I just broke my
Okay. So so we got to represent the way we supposed to, because sometimes when we do StreamYards, YouTube don't be pushing it like that, and we big dogs in here. We can't be having no little audience. Shout out to everybody coming in the building. They late to the party, but they're here.
Yeah, share. Hey, listen, the conversation has just begun. Charlamagne, Akademiks, they both have things that we don't like about them, and then there are things that we can tolerate. I have a relationship with Ak. I've been on Ak a couple of different times, maybe 5 or 6 times. It's always been a straight shooter as far as I'm concerned. But this entire, I don't agree with both of these guys going at each other, because I think it makes us look bad, and because the media. Urban media is the new darlings of entertainment. So I think all it does is just lead to, it's always niggas trying to destroy other niggas. This is just another continuous. What are we witnessing here? What good can come out of this? And what good can come out of this situation between those two titans?
I don't know, because both of them niggas is rotten. Both of them rotten. You know what I mean? It's a new day now. It's time for new niggas like Dawgface to take over. Harlem Legend to take over. We need a new sheriff in town. The niggas need to be thrown in the garbage. I'm just keeping
like I feel like they feel a purpose, though. Them kind of guys, they feel a purpose when it comes to Akademiks. They do. They are Akademiks,
Not for me.
Of course not for you. But I feel like they feel a purpose to certain people. They have an audience. They have a demographic. I feel like that's what they do. They feel anybody they feel like is a threat to their channel, they start putting bots and doing all types of things behind the scene to destroy your channel. They suckers. Did I tell you, dog?
We call that cyber snitching. That's the new term, Haas. Cyber snitching.
That cyber snitching stuff is very cold, bro.
When you actively engage in trying to get somebody's social media YouTube took down, that's cyber snitching. That's the same thing as telling on the body, as far as I'm concerned, because you're doing it in with malicious intent, with ill content in your bitch ass heart. We call that cyber snitching. That's what we call that.
Akademiks is the biggest podcaster, right? Because I don't really take complex lists to heart. They said it, but we all know Akademiks is one of the biggest guys out here, right?
You got to give him that.
Obviously, right? So when you connect with a Drake has taken up 10 to 12 spots on the top 100, the first 12 spots. And I believe because he made the connection with the guys who's down here like us.
I agree. So you know what? This is why I agree. Listen. When systems get put in place, those systems are hard pressed to do any kind of changing. They don't acquiesce and back down. And they don't incorporate new things lightly. Mm-hmm. Podcasters are the new rock stars of black entertainment. Here's why. Because over the course of the last 30 years, record labels went away from grooming and cultivating talent to just plucking talent out the hood without having no media training. Listen, that's why the interview platforms are trending downward, and they are trending downward even faster if they particularly have a niche for interviewing rappers. You know why? Because rappers not gonna tell the truth. Most of them dumb as a box of rocks. They can't string together a coherent sentence to say they fucking like. I'm just keeping it gangster.
No, real shit.
They're not going to tell the truth. They're playing politics. You get nothing out of watching an interview with a rapper. The biggest rapper in the world, you get nothing out of that shit. They're not cerebral. They're dumb as fuck. They're lying ass pieces of shit. Podcasters, we're living in a time where people want to be entertained. And listen, and rap has done itself. The The white man has oversaturated the killing in all the misogyny. It's too much of that shit. We're throwing that shit up. We're regurgitating that shit and giving that shit back to them. We don't want to hear that shit no more. Even the most listen. When I don't even listen to. I listen to some rap.
All right, man. There we got it right there. We gonna cut that right there, man. But I advise if y'all digging this content right there, man, they got this whole thing over there on Dawgface TV podcast, bro. Make sure y'all go check it out, man. But seems like my guy Dawgface is trailblazing down this way, man. And not intentionally, it seems like he just the one that is calling out everything, bro. Maybe people gonna stop looking at these top social media platforms and start checking out YouTube reels and YouTube shorts and Facebook reels and Instagram reels and things like that, and start getting their information. Like Hassan Campbell said, it might be time to get these guys out the box. But you also got people who look at these individuals as big dogs, bro, and they following in their path, bro. But are they leading us the right way? Are they talking about the right things that need to be shined light upon, bro? I don't think that's the case, man. Then when you in the game as big as these guys are, you're going to have people coming at you from all different angles, bro. You're going to have people coming at you at the political, personal, and cultural. You know what I'm saying? If that's a term, you know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to get in the comment section, though, man, and let me know what y'all feel about this whole situation, man. Do y'all think these guys are plant? Well, do y'all think Charlamagne the plant? And what do y'all think the agenda is being pushed right now, bro? Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments. I don't know, just keeping it real. We're gonna call a ball, a strike, the metaverse umpire. We at 6K subs trying to get to 10K. We almost there. And if you made it this far, man, hit that sub button, bro.